Sinabi natin, i-review lang ulit natin or banggitin natin ulit. For the casual interview, we have a read and content, 20 points.
Projection and delivery, 10 points. A total of 30 points.
So ayan, bali ngayong gabi, meron silang total of 40 points na i-gain. For a total of 100 points, yung 60 points, nagagaling sa coronation night on February 25 and 2024.
Yes, tama ka dyan, Bolstray. And of course, inviting everyone for the coronation night once more of the Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024 on February 25, 2024. And also tomorrow, the event is a talent competition of Babaylan Cagsawa 2024.
Mga nagagandang babae naman tomorrow. Kung napapansin nyo, meron ditong dalawang bowl of questions. Meron average or easy questions, and meron namang difficult questions. Two sets of questions ang raranasin ng ating mga candidates ngayon to see their ability and skills sa pag-answer ng mga question natin ngayong gabi. So it means walang closed door na magaganap sa kanila. Harap-harapan sa bandang people ang pagsagot ng mga questions. So are you now ready? Candidates, are you now ready? Nandiyan sila, nasisilip ko na sila. Very handa na sa pagsagot ngayong gabi dito sa entabladong ito. So now let's call in our first.
Alright, our first candidate once more is all the way from Kamalig, Albay. Let's give it up to candidate number 1, Mr. Lead Devilla.
So, kumusta ka naman? Okay. Ready na to take your 2 questions?
Ready na po.
Anong gusto mong unahin? On your left or on your right? Right, Jan. Pick your question. And we will read your question twice.
Alright, your question is, you pick the question number 4. How can Asog individuals contribute to fostering diversity and inclusivity in their communities? Again, how can Asog individuals contribute to fostering diversity and inclusivity in their communities?
How can Asog individuals contribute to fostering diversity and inclusivity in their communities? For me, LGBT community should be should be accepted in our community because equality is in our community we can have a community full of understanding and harmony. That's all. Thank you.
And of course, hindi yan tapos dyan. You may pick another question to your left. And I will repeat your question twice. Okay, this is your question. What is one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self? Again, what is one piece of advice you would give to your younger self?
What is one piece of advice would you give to your younger self is be the best version of yourself. Because being the best version of yourself is not easy to achieve. You will never be the best, but rather will always do better. So, knowing yourself more is like knowing your own weaknesses and make them your new strength and use them as a stepping stone towards growth. If you are not good at something, if you are not good at something, make it inspiration and motivation to do better next time. That's all.
Once again, thank you so much, candidate number one.
And moving on for our next candidate, let's give it up to candidate number 2, once more from Langel by Mr. John Anthony Llanera.
Kumusta ka? Okay. So, ready ka na? Wala kang magagawa. Ready ka sa lahat. Pick your question. Unahin natin. Ano gusto mo? Okay. Sa left side. Siyempre, pag left, ako ang babasa. Okay, I will repeat your question twice. If you could embody one characteristic of a modern gentleman, what would it be and why? Again, if you could embody one characteristic of a modern gentleman, what would it be and why?
If I'm given a chance to embody of a modern man, yun po is yung pagiging marespeto. Kasi yun yung isa sa pinakang-importante, lalong-lalo na kung lalaki ka. You should respect your sister, especially your mother, and also your loved ones. Dahil sa pagrespeto mong yun, masasabi mong isa kang tunay na lalaki. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.
Hindi nagtatapos dyan. Pick your question on your right side.
Alright, repeat question number 19.
Number 3.
In what ways do you think young men can be a role models for the next generation? Again, the question is, in what ways do you think young men can be a role models for the next generation?
For me, kung magiging role model ako, yun siguro yung ipakita sa lahat na I am a strong person. I'm a strong with heart and mind. Na kahit anong harapin kong pagsubok sa buhay, kahit anong suungin ko na laban, tatayo ako at babangon para sa akin, sa pamilya ko at para sa sarili ko at para sa pangarap ko. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, candidate number 2. Iwan natin muna dito para hindi masyadong malayo.
Alright, so moving on for candidate number 3 from Pili, Camarines Sur. Let's give it up to Godwin Arco. Alright, kumusta ka naman candidate number 3?
Ninenervyos ko ng grabe.
Alright.
Normal na yan. You're human. So, pili ka na. Ang unahin mo ay... Okay, sa right side. Pick your question.
Alright, your question is number 13. As part of Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024, how do you plan to promote environmental conservation in Bicol? Again, as part of Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024, how do you plan to promote environmental conservation in Bicol?
Hello everyone. As part of Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024, how do you plan to promote environmental conservation in Bicol? As part of Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024, I've done a little research on how to conserve water. Because water is our most useful thing that we need in our body. So, in order to conserve something in Bicol, my first choice is to show people how to conserve water. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. You can pick your another question on your left. Okay, this is your question. How do you balance your personal and professional life to ensure overall well-being? Again, how do you balance your personal and professional life to ensure overall well-being?
Again, good afternoon and good evening. How do you balance your personal and professional life to ensure overall well-being? To balance everything, I always use time to ponder what I need to do. To be personal, I think what I need to do personally and professionally. So, in order to balance things, we need to ponder every time. Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much, candidate number 3. Gavin Argu from Pilika Marine Stewart.
And moving on, let's call in candidate number 4 from Iligan City, Camarines Sur, Mr. Anson Alanis.
Good evening sa iyo, candidate number 4.
Good evening po sa inyo.
Kumusta ka naman?
Mabuti naman po.
Magiging mabuti kaya ang gabi mo sa pag-answer ng question natin ngayon. Pili ka na. Ay, narinig sa akin. Okay, this is your question. Can you share a bit about your talent and how it reflects your personality? Again, can you share a bit about your talent and how it reflects your personality?
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ang unang-una po sa lahat, yung ginawa ko pong talent ay sumisimbolo po ito sa ating mga simple lang po. Yung ginawa kong talent, yun po yung talagang nasa loob ko na alam kong may matututunan yung mga tao dahil ako rin po napagmamasdan ko na karamihan sa atin ay dinidiscriminate na tayo. Hinuhusga nila tayo kung anong meron tayo na nakikita nila. Pilit nila tayong binababa dahil doon. At paano po ito nagre-reflect sa aking sarili? Unang-una po, binabago ko ito sa akin. Mula sa akin muna. Tapos, i-share ko po yun sa iba. Doon po, maraming salamat.
At hindi pa nagtatapos dyan, pick your question on your right side.
Okay, your question is, considering the societal pressure to conform to narrow standards of beauty, how do you plan to promote body positivity and self-acceptance among candidates and audience members alike? Again, considering the societal pressure to conform to the narrow standards of beauty, how do you plan to promote members alike. Okay? I'll expand your question. In your own way, paano mo mapapromote ang body positivity and ang pagtanggap sa sarili sa kapwa mong kandidato and all the audience na nandito ngayon? Paano mo mahihikayat ang lahat patungkol sa pag-promote ng body positivity and self-acceptance o pagtanggap sa sarili sa lahat ng kandidato ng Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024 and sa lahat ng nandito ngayon sa Narano Park?
Paano ko po mapopromote ang body positivity and self-acceptance sa lahat ng co-candidates ko at sa aking sarili at sa lahat ng nanonood dito? Unang-una po, papagandahin ko ang aking katawan sa pamamagitan ng pag-i-ehersisyo at pagkakaroon ng healthy lifestyle nang sa ganon gumanda ang aking katawan.
Thank you. Ilang sarap po. Thank you.
At ang sunod kong gagawin, hihigayatin ko po lahat ng co-candidates ko na nandito ngayon na gawin ang ginawa ko rin para lang sa ganon, lahat kami ay magkaroon ng isang magandang pangangatawan. Ang sa ganon, magkaroon kami ng magandang katawan at dahil nandito kami ngayon sa inyong harapan, doon namin maibabahagi sa inyo na kami bilang kandidato ng Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024 ay para maging role model kami sa lahat ng nandito ngayon at sa iba pang gustong sumali sa susunod na palahok gaya nito. Lang po, maraming salamat.
And once again, thank you so much, candidate number 4, Erson Alanis from Iligan City, Super.
And our next candidate is from the Bayan. Let's call in candidate number 5, John Lawrence Miranda.
Kumusta naman ang ating kawaitan na talaga? Parang ano ba ito, advantage kumbaga?
Hindi naman po advantage kasi hindi rin naman po ako masyadong nalabas sa bahay. So, I am very new to this kind of pageant and sa tingin sana po para sa akin to. Thank you.
Hindi ka lumalabas lagi sa bahay nyo. Pero mapapalabas mo kaya ang answer mo sa question ng dalawang ito. Pili ka na.
Alright, your question is number 3. In your opinion, what misconceptions do people often have about Asog individuals and how would you address them? Again, in your opinion, what misconceptions do people often have about Asog individuals and how would you address them?
Thank you for that question. I've researched a lot, not a lot, but I've researched about ASO. Yes, it's very new to us. Bago yung branding ng word na ASO. And if you are going to search it, ASO means to a person with have two genitals, or in the past it's called bakla, or yeah, just like that. But for this is, and I'm going to use this as an avenue for me to tell you that Asog is not just about bakla. But I asked my professor last time. She said to me that Asog is parang ano siya lang, siya yung sa dako for bago lumaban sa mga colonizers. So that I think that is what Asog means, being the one that gives judgment before the dako go to the colonizers. Thank you.
At hindi mo dyan nagtatapos, you can pick your question. And this is your question. How has your journey in preparing for Asog Nin Cagsawa impacted your understanding of Albai's cultural heritage? Again, how has your journey in preparing for Asog Nin Cagsawa impacted your understanding of Albai's cultural heritage?
Okay. Sa tingin ko, because of this pageant, I've learned a lot. Yes, I have researched a lot more on our cultural identity, and I think we should use this an avenue para sa ating lahat, para ma-identify natin yung cultural identity natin. And I think it would be beneficial to the people, especially to the young ones, on how we should promote our cultural diversity, and we should accept our past and learn from it. Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much, candidate number 5 from the Albay, John Lawrence Miranda.
And now, moving on for candidate number 6 from Bulan, Sorsogon. Let's give it up to Mr. Roy Cesar Gonzalez.
Ano, na-feel mo ngayon, na first time mo dito sumama sa Daraga pageant?
Well, everything is a lesson, so I'm grateful for it.
Oh, handa-handa ka na sa iyong katanungan. Pick your question. Inuna mo sa akin na side, so I will read it twice. Can you describe a memorable moment or highlight from your experience here in Cagsawa Festival 2024? Again, can you describe a memorable moment or highlight from your experience here in Cagsawa Festival 2024?
Well, as a Sorsoganon, it's been a new and a refreshing experience that I've had during the Cagsawa opening, which is the symposium. That it is not just the Cagsawa that represents resilience, but what matters the most to the Darageños is that Cagsawa symbolizes faith and defense. And how can you think about that Cagsawa is a representation of respecting and valuing the values of our ancestors and God as well, and a matter of defense that we stand strong, Bicolano stands strong amidst the crisis and whatever typhoons and the threat of the Mayon volcanoes. So that is the most memorable experience, learning from this Cagsawa experience that I know I can share to my fellow Sorsoganons.
And you can pick your another question.
Alright, to pick question number 12. In your opinion, what qualities define true Asog representatives, and how do you embody these traits? Again, in your opinion, what qualities define true Asog representatives, and how do you embody these traits?
An Asog is a new word, a unique, quite different. But for me, Asog is singular. Asog is someone who cuts above the rest, someone who values the ideals and principles of the ancestors of Daraga, traversing the same path, continuing the legacy, and most of all, respecting what is this celebration about. And this celebration is about life to be brave, to be resilient, and to be someone compassionate and advocate about, and someone
much, candidate number 6, Royce Cesar Gonzalez from Bulan, Sorsogon.
And moving on for our next candidate from Legazpi City, candidate number 7, Mr. Ivan Medina.
Kumusta ang iyong Valentine's sa 14? Meron ba? Meron ba? O single daw siya. Single po. So, ready ka na? Sa iyong katanungan, read your question. Ay, ito sa akin una. Here's your question. How do you stay physically and mentally fit? And what advice would you give to others? Again, how do you stay physically and mentally fit? And what advice would you give to others?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for that question. Being mentally fit and physically fit. As a criminology student, I am disciplined. I have respect. And being disciplined means being a person. Pagkatao ko, nagiging mentally fit and physically fit ako dahil disiplinado ako sa sarili ko. Sa mga gawain ko sa bawat araw, disiplina ko. And yung pagiging mentally fit ko, doon ako. Sa mga paghihirap na nadadanasan ko, doon ako nagmamature. At dahil doon, ako ay nandito sa harap ninyo ngayon, physically and mentally fit. So sa young others, sa mga young generations, sana magkaroon kayo ng disiplina at respeto sa sarili. Kailangan po.
Hindi ko natapos dyan. Can pick your question again.
Okay, you pick question number 2. How do you celebrate and honor your cultural heritage as an Asog in your daily life? Again, how do you celebrate and honor your cultural heritage as an Asog in your daily life?
Bilang asog sa aking pang-araw-araw na buhay, bilang dito, ako sa pagbibigay ng karangalan sa ating kultura, tayo ay nagkakaroon ng respeto at pagbibigay karangalan. At dahil dito sa pagre-respeto na ito, hindi nakakalimutan ang ating kultura. Dahil sa pagbibigay ng karangalan, ang mga kababata na mas bata pa sa akin ay magkakaroon ng respeto at value sa ating kultura. Sa gayon pa man, hindi mamamatay ang ating kultura. Kundi magpapatuloy ito hanggang sa maging maayos na lipunan. Alam ko ang talaga ay growing city. So, sana sa pagbibigay ng karangalan at value at respeto dito, tayo ay magkakaroon ng maayos na buhay. And dito, sa pagiging asog, ako ay natuto kung paano maging matapang, paano maging masipag, at paano maging matyaga sa kahit na anong bagay. Alam ko ang mga Bicolano ay unang sumasagupa sa mga sakuna sa ating kapaligiran. Dahil dito, tayo nagiging matatag. Kaya natin harapin ang kahit na anong bagay sa mga sakuna. And dahil dito, nagkakaroon tayo ng kaalaman at nagsisipag tayo at nagiging matapang. Dahil dito, nagkakaroon tayo ng matapang at masigasi na lipunan. Abante ang inyong Bicolano. Salamat.
Thank you so much, candidate number 7, Ivan Medina from Legazpi City.
And moving on, our next candidate is from the Wing. Albay, let's give it up to Mr. Kit Jefferson of Popoyo.
Hello po.
Hello, good evening po.
Kumusta ka naman sa performance mo kanina?
Okay naman po, happy and at the same time, medyo yung emotions dito kaso ayaw, medyo masigit.
Oo nga, very catchy.
Yes.
Yung mo, nakaka-emote talaga yung talent mo kanina, yung about sa sister mo, ayun, nagsigit pa sa akin. It means nagmarka siya, yung talent mo. So, mamarka kaya ang answer mo sa pag-beat mo ng question na ito.
you pick question number 11. The Asog pageant serves as a platform to celebrate not only individual candidates but also our community's values. How do you envision leveraging your participation to address pressing issues and effect a meaningful change in our society? Again, the Asog pageant serves as a platform to celebrate not only individual candidates but also our community's values. How do you envision leveraging your participation to address pressing issues and effect meaningful change in our society?
I'm a firm believer that the Asog pageant that we have right now is a very wonderful platform in order for us guys to show to you who we are and also show to you our advocacies. And that one pressing issue that I want to address is toxic masculinity. And I believe that this platform is a very wonderful way in expressing the message of hope and message of strength to all young men out there that you don't have to be afraid of being vulnerable. You don't have to be afraid of being weak in front of other people. Because to be a man, it's not just about your physical strength. It's also about accepting that you have weaknesses and being able to accept that there is power in vulnerability. Thank you.
And you pick another question. Your question is, if your life had a soundtrack, what Bicolano song would be playing right now? And why does it resonate with you? Again, if your life had a soundtrack, what Bicolano song would be playing right now? And why does it resonate with you?
If there's one Bicolano soundtrack that really resonates to me right now, it will be the song of my kababayan from TV, E.J. Clark's. It's called Tara Mahal Kape Tayo. He is a Bicolano composer and he composed that song, and it really resonates to me right now because the vibe of the song is very happy. And right now I am very much happy because during the talent competition I was able to let my heart out, appreciate my sister, and show to you how proud I am of my sister. And really, I am just overjoyed right now, and I just want to tell my sister, mahal, kape tayo, enjoy tayo, kasi mahal na mahal kita. Kailangan ko.
Once again, thank you so much, candidate number 8, Keith Jefferson, football from TV Alpha.
And moving on, let's have candidate number 9 from Daragaabay, Mr. Lee Fiestin Lovedoria.
Ito yung na-talent na parang rewind, di ba? Okay. Mari-recall or mari-rewind kaya ng ating audience ang iyong answer sa ating questions. Your question is, if you could have a superpower for a day, what would it be and how would you use it? Again, if you could have a superpower for a day, what would it be and how would you use it?
If I could have a superpower for a day, I think the superpower that I would choose would be someone like Professor X from X-Men. Because we are different. Each one of us have different social status in life, and we go through different things in life. And having an ability like that would make me know what that person is going through, even just for a day. And I would know how to approach that person. If I know that person is being sad, I could do one thing that could make his day or his or her day a happy one. Simple things from me would grant that ability to change someone's perspective of life. And I believe that knowing how someone thinks would greatly impact on how they can perceive life. That it is not just about sadness or challenges, it's also full of beauty and opportunities that one person could achieve. Thank you.
And you can pick another question.
Alright, we pick question number 7. As a part of the Asog Nin Cagsawa, what is your role in advocating gender equality? Again, as a part of the Asog Nin Cagsawa, what is your role in advocating gender equality?
As a part of an organization that has this kind of big platform, and if we're talking about promoting gender equality, the first step is to be knowledgeable, is to be aware that there are different kinds of sexual orientations and, in general, the gender equality. And as part of Asog Nin Cagsawa, I would be the face of that kind of advocacy. I would be the spokesperson. I would be the one to initiate conversations and maybe proceed with trainings and workshops and seminars on about gender equality and gender sensitivity. Being the face of this organization with this big responsibility needs someone who knows about the topic and is willing to learn. And I believe I am that someone and I'm willing to learn. I know my weaknesses and I know my strengths. And being able to communicate with all of the people, different kinds of social statuses and different kinds of race, gives me that advantage to give the message in a much clearer view. Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you so much, candidate number 9, and lead the PST Lovidorial from Dalagaba.
And moving on for the next candidate from Polangi, Albay, let's give it up to candidate number 10, Evo Jello A. Sinyadan.
Ito yung pinaka-smallest sa ating candidate. Kumusta naman yung talent mo?
Actually, I am very grateful for my backup dancers and as well as to those people who supported me throughout the talent competition.
Very colorful yung talent mo kanina. Magiging makulay kaya yung kasagutan ngayong gabi. Kaya naman, pili ka na. Your question is, what aspect of Bicol culture do you think deserves more recognition and why? Again, what aspect of Bicol culture do you think deserves more recognition and why?
Thank you so much for that question. I believe that the most I believe that the most culture of people that deserves most recognition is being welcoming of the people. For those who don't know, I am from Pulangi Albay and we are very known to be very welcoming. And that is something that I have felt when I visited Daraga. I felt the welcoming and the love of Darageños, and I believe that this quality is something that every Bicolanos possess. And so I believe everyone, let us be welcoming and be lovable to each other so that we can move forward as a Bicol that strives as one. Thank you.
You can take another question from that basket.
You pick question number 18. What motivates you to join Asog Nin Cagsawa and what do you want to accomplish? Again, what motivates you to join Asog Nin Cagsawa and what do you want to accomplish?
Thank you so much for that question. One of the reasons why I joined Asog Nin Cagsawa is because I truly wanted to share my advocacy to the people. For those who don't know, my advocacy is for local farmers and agriculture, and this is something that I am passionate about. I grew up from a family that is filled of farmers, and I have seen during the pandemic how they were criticized and judged by people. And as an Asog, that is something that I want to share to everyone, to inculcate the mindset of people that farming is a noble profession that needs to be sustained in today's generation, most especially in the future. And as I stand here today, I just want to leave and share to you that no matter what happens, I will forever be proud to be a son of a Parang.
Thanks so much, candidate number 10.
And moving on for our next candidate from Malinaw, Albay, let's give it up to candidate number 11, Vince Yeshua Batalye.
arts sila, Indonesian martial arts, Regu, subsequent sa Regu, and a creative one, plus the art of Aris. And Aris is also a sila, Southeast Asian martial arts. That's it.
Ang dami. Marami na kayong masasagot ngayon sa ating question. Uy, may bisita. Buenas kaya yan o malas? Okay, this is your question. In the lively Bicol region, where's your favorite local hangout spot? And what makes it special to you? Any hidden gems you'd recommend to visitors? Again, in the lively Bicol region, where's your favorite local hangout spot? And what makes it special to you? Any hidden gems you'd recommend to visitors?
Good evening. Obviously, my favorite spot here in Bicol region is Cagsawa Ruins, because it has an amazing culture and amazing stories to be told. It is that icon which, if you go to Albay, the number one spot you're going is Cagsawa Ruins. And for me, the other visitors, especially foreign or local, here to visit in Albay, especially in Cagsawa Ruins, I would tell them the rich history and why, even it is broken down or trampled by the volcano, it rises up as a pure and new and innovative. And because of that, the richest culture of the Cagsawa stays. That's all. Thank you.
DJ nagtatapos, you can pick your question.
Okay, you pick question number 14. How do you envision using your platform if you were to win Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024? Again, how do you envision using your platform if you were to win Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024?
My platform here in Asog Nin Cagsawa is sports connected in tourism. Sports is not really known to have any connection in tourism. But once you put up several tournaments here, it can deliver many people, especially new ones here, to join the tournament and be part of this municipality. Because if once they come here in our beloved municipality, Daraga, they will be astonished what richest culture it has. And by that, it can serve as an eye-opener that this place is a new and different part of their lives. That's the thing.
Once again, thank you so much, candidate number 11, Vince Yeshua Batalier from Malinao, Albay.
Alright, so now moving on for the next one from Santo Domingo, Albay. Let's give it up to candidate number 12, Mr. Daniel Baguda.
Gusto po?
I'm okay.
Can you share naman yung talent mo kanina?
My talent earlier is about Bolo Anyo folk dance, which is it's about a fighter wherein fighting for its place or wherein they live for fighting for what is right in us.
Oh, a fighter. May maglalaban po kaya ang iyong kasagutan sa ating mga katanungan. Pili na.
Alright, you pick question number 6. If you win the crown, what legacy do you wish to leave behind as a song Cagsawa 2024. Again, if you win the crown, what legacy do you wish to leave behind as Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024?
Good evening. So I believe that winning Asog Nin Cagsawa is both an honor and a responsibility. If I win Asog Nin Cagsawa, I would say that the legacy that I will leave is that I am a person who are dedicated and not afraid of failures, not afraid of challenges in life. And that is something that I want to share to other people. That no matter how challenges, no matter how obstacles that you face, you should step forward. You should look forward because at the end, those challenges will result to be a positive, and that is something that a great things that you can share to others. Someone who are not afraid and not afraid of challenges that can, no matter what, they still step forward and look forward. That's all.
At hindi mo dyan nagtatapos, you can pick your question. Your question is, if you could embark on a spontaneous weekend getaway within the Bicol region, where would you go and what activities would you want to explore? Again, if you could embark on a spontaneous weekend getaway within the Bicol region, where would you go and what activities would you want to explore?
So if I would embark on a spontaneous weekend getaway within the Bicol region, where would you go and what activities would you want to explore? I would go to, of course, to Cagsawa ruins because you know what? I want activities that I want to experience. It was ATV because up until now I still did not experience ATV, and that is something that a great opportunity for me to experience and explore, and at the same time to go to near to the Mayon, wherein I can see how beautiful, how gorgeous Mayon volcano really is. That's all. Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much, candidate number 12, Danielle Alvarez from Santo Domingo, Alba.
And our next candidate is from Buturan, Alba. Let's give it up to candidate number 13, Mark Joseph of Bangangpo.
Ito yung parang nag-serenade na, nagpakinig, so forward ka na. So, kumusta naman yung performance mo? Ano naging, expectation ng audience sa'yo?
According to my performance earlier, I think ang makakasagot yan yung sa mga pinigyan ko ng flowers, yung host natin tonight. So, kamusta naman po yung flowers?
Okay na okay yung flower. Thank you so much for that. At the city na sila sa sweet honey tea for the Valentine's.
Wala pa po ba kayong date ngayong Valentine's?
Ay, wala. Wala kasi magtitinda ako ng bouquet.
Ako po wala pa rin date eh.
It's okay, diba? Ano na lang, mag-order ka lang ng bouquet at then i-forward mo sa akin. Charot.
Ayun. Sige, game na po tayo.
Kasali mo ba ako? Bakit siya yung binigay mo reactor?
Alright, that's all now. Let's
Okay, makukulang lang kaya ang iyong kasagutan sa ating mga katanungan. Pick your question. What happened?
Alright, you pick question number 9. Given the historical significance of a song tradition and its evolution over time, how do you intend to honor its cultural heritage while also modernizing its representation to resonate with the contemporary audiences? Again, given the historical significance of a song tradition and its evolution over time, how do you intend to honor its cultural heritage while also modernizing its representation to resonate with contemporary audiences?
Thank you so much. So, we all know that Talaga Albay is known for its rich culture and history. And now that we're celebrating the 300 years of culture and history here in Talaga, we all know that culture and history is an anchor for development. And as an Asog Nin Cagsawa who has the heart to serve the community, I am ready to be the tourism ambassador for change. Because I am Mark Joseph Mangako and the change starts with me. Thank you.
Huwag ka muna mag-thank you, may another pa. Alam mo ba? Baka malapit siya. Okay, your question is, Bicol is known for its unique and flavorful cuisine. What's your go-to local dish? And do you have a favorite recipe or twist on a traditional Bicolano delicacy? Again, Bicol is known for its unique and flavorful cuisine. What's your go-to local dish? And do you have a favorite recipe or twist on a traditional Bicolano delicacy?
Thank you for that very good question. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is Bicol Express because that is something that is very known here in Bicol. That's one of my favorite. My mom and dad is one of the best cook at home and I am very much happy that as a Bicolano Oragon, I want to share it with you once I win the crown. Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much. Candidate number 13, Mark Joseph Magapo, all the way from Bicolano, Albay.
And moving on for the next candidate from Naga City. Let's give it up to candidate number 14, Mr. Angelo Kyle Santos.
Kasi naman tayo nakakala mo hindi nasisipot. Andun pala yung starting niya, eksena. So, kumusta na yung talent mo?
Nakakapagod, pero worth it naman kasi nakita ko naman enjoy yung ibang tao.
Very powerful yung talent. Magiging powerful kaya ang iyong kasagutan sa ating mga katanungan. Pili ka na.
Okay, you repeat question number 5. What message of empowerment would you like to convey to other Asog individuals around the world? Again, what message of empowerment would you like to convey to other Asog individuals around the world?
First of all, the problem that other Asogs are facing today comes with inclusivity and diversity, or for short, gender equality. We men are always described, or we are always perceived to be masculine enough to please the others. But as I am here representing myself as your Asog Nin Cagsawa, I wanted to empower everyone that you should be proud of yourself, with what type of body you have, what gender preferences you are in. Because in life, if you will not be confident in yourself, as far as long as you believe that you are not drowning in others, you can do better things in life. And also, for our other children or the young men here, we should learn how to be understanding. Understanding each differences for us to be able to live wonderfully. Thank you.
And, eto pa. Your question is, how do you think being raised in Bicol has shaped your personality? Again, how do you think being raised in Bicol has shaped your personality?
As a Bicolano, we are prone to calamities. One example of that is the eruption of my volcano. It was once a devastation that caused heartaches to everyone. But now, look what we have. We are celebrating it as it becomes a treasure that holds a very important memories in our hearts. And as a Bicolano, what shaped me to be the best version of myself is that we are known for being Oragon. Despite the hardships that we are facing, we always stand tall with our health high, being confident enough to face the world. Because in life, no matter how hard it is, you have to face it. Because I believe that for every success, there's always a failure. Just like Cagsawa, it's a devastation, but it's a depression. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 14, Angelo Kyle Santos from Naga City.
And our next candidate is also from Naga City, candidate number 15, Sean Arda Reyes.
Ayaw ko pang kaaway, mapanakit yung talent niya. Share naman ng talent mo. Ate ka siya. Ang matagal ka na ng taekwondo na. Ano na mo belt mo?
Second dan, black belt.
Black belt. Okay. Magiging powerful kaya ang sipa na yung answer sa ating katanungan. Pili ka na. Adyan ka muna. Okay.
Okay, big question number 1. What does being an assault mean to you, and how does it shape your identity? Again, how does being an assault mean to you, and how does it shape your identity?
Magandang gabi po. Para sa akin, ang pagiging asog ay isang pagpapakita kung gaano ka katatag bilang isang lalaki, kung paano ka mamuno. In a way na kinoconsider mo yung sasabihin ng mga kababaihan. Pagrespeto sa sasabihin ng iba, sapagkat sa tingin ko yung pagkakaisa at pakikinig sa sasabihin ng iba ay ang pinakaunang susi para magtagumpay sa anumang plano o kung ano mang gusto mong mangyari sa buhay. Yun lamang po.
Again? Uy, huwag mo ibabalik. And your question is, how do you incorporate Bicolano culture and fashion into your personal style? Any local fashion trend you love? Again, how do you incorporate Bicolano culture and fashion into your personal style? Any local fashion trend you love?
So, hello po. Obviously, sa style pa lang is parang medyo malayo sa pagiging or may incorporate bilang isang Bicolano or di naman talaga ma-relate sa culture kasi yun na nga, halata naman. So for me, yung pinaka nakukonek ko patungkol sa Bicolano culture sa aking personal style is siguro yung sisiguraduhin ko na lahat ng aking pananamit or isusuot ay may spice or may anghang na magbibigay ng appeal sa paningin ng bawat isa. And syempre, dapat mag-boost yung confidence mo kung gaano kaanghang yung isang city. Yun lamang po. Salamat.
Once again, thank you so much, candidate number 15, Sean R. Reyes from Naga City.
And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we're down on the 16th candidate. Let's give it up for Mr. Jerry C. Gibson, all the way from Pili, Camarines Sur.
Ito din yung nag-feeling artista, baba-baba. So ano yung feeling niya kinanta mo? Kinilig ba yung ating audience?
Certainly, I believe that they felt overwhelmed or happy for about my performance earlier. Pero hindi ako sure kung kinilig sila kasi I don't know if they're taken or not.
Taken or not ba? Taken ba ang mga audience, majority ng audience dito? Yes? Ay, grabe kayo. So, pili ka na ng iyong katanungan.
Alrighty, big question number 17. If you could highlight one thing about the Cagsawa Festival to a global audience, what would it be and why? Again, if you could highlight one thing about the Cagsawa Festival to a global audience, what would it be and why?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and most especially to the board of judges in front of me. If I could give a highlight to one one thing about the Cagsawa Festival to the global audience, it would be the Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024. Why? Because every candidate here in every nation in or town, municipality, or region in this Region 5 or the Bicol region most specifically is given a chance to portray all of their talents, their wit, and also their ideas. But for me, this is a very significant highlight in the Cagsawa Festival because I am given a chance to tell everyone my advocacy, which is the tourism, and I would really like to help to promote the tourism of Albay because I do believe in the Republic Act 9593 of the Philippines, which is to enhance the tourism and also the socio-economic standard of the Philippines. That will be all. Thank you.
And pick another question here. And your question is, what do you hope the audience and judges took away from your performance? Again, what do you hope the audience and judges took away from your performance?
So what do I think, or what do I hope the audience and most especially the judges took away from my performance? I hope that the board of judges and the audience and most especially the board of judges took away my ideas and also so that they can understand why I'm standing here in front of you all. I believe that they took all of my ideas so that they can indulge all of my plans, not only to stand here because for the money, but also I am standing here to promote Cagsawa and also to stand, if I win this title, to stand as the Asog and also the representative of Cagsawa to all of the nation here. I am here to stand in front of you all, not just to portray my looks, my ability, and also my strength, but I am here to standing in front of you all to tell you that I am strong enough to become a representative and also not leave behind the Cagsawa title if I win this event. That would be all. Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much, candidate number 16, Jenny Gibson from Philippines, Camarines Sur.
And our next candidate is from the Bato City candidate number 17, Mr. Adrian Abion.
And then from the city of Pure Love, Bato City. Bakit ba nasabing city of true love na siya?
Because it is proven that it is the place where you can find love. Love not just only in terms of having or searching for a partner, but more so a love that can make you come back more to the true love scene. Diba?
Kaya naman, malaw kaya nila yung kasagutan sa ating mga katanungan. Pili ka na, ikaw po kung saan ka una. And your question is, what's your go-to self-care routine to relax and recharge? Again, what's your go-to self-care routine to relax and recharge?
As a person who is really passionate, who has more passion in life, there's a lot of things that I'm doing. I'm juggling studying, work, and different stuffs. And when I feel stressed and somehow being attacked by my anxiety disorder, my go-to place will be in Bicol Memorial Park, and it's where my dad's grave is. It is where I always make myself relax and think and reflect about the life the things that I have did. It is where I talk to my father and talk to God and go near to them. Because I believe that if I am going to be connected with those loved ones I have in heaven, and most especially to God, everything will be just smooth. Everything will go just smoothly as possible. And that's the only thing that I can do to make myself relax and feel comfortable and be ready for whatever's coming next. Thank you.
And take another question.
Okay, you pick question number 16. How do you plan to use your platform as a participant in Asog Nin Cagsawa to raise awareness about Albay's culture and traditions? Again, how do you plan to use your platform as a participant in Asog Nin Cagsawa to raise awareness about the culture and traditions in Albay?
Ladies and gentlemen, I will not go too far. I am a performing artist. I dance. And that is the way that I can promote culture and arts here in Daraga, more so to the Bicol region. Being part of Jazz Mix for more than 6 years, we are just more than the hip hop. We are trying to have street dance presentation, trying to do folk dance, and in that way I'm learning. I'm being able to learn the heritage, culture, and tradition of each and every municipalities, and more so provinces of the entire Philippines. And that is the only thing that I can do. Share my love, share my passion to people so that everything will go live for me to share whatever knowledge I have to them. Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much. Candidate number 17, Aldrin Abion from Tobacco City, Albay.
And moving on, for our next candidate is from Tigaon, Camarines Sur. Let's give it up to candidate number 18, Mr. Edison B. Regalado.
Ito naman yung hugot sa X.
How true ba yun? Is it true? Or is it an ex? Or Kevin? Really? Your ex?
So, alam mo, binanggit ko yung kanina yung pangalan niya.
Never mind.
Ano dalas ka lang? Magiging never mind kaya ngayong kasagutan sa ating audience. Kaya naman, pumili ka na. Again, your question is, what was the most challenging aspect of preparing for the pageant? Again, what was the most challenging aspect of preparing for the pageant?
Hello, Albayanos. I'm your top guy. So, the question is, what was the most challenging aspect of preparing for this pageant? Ladies and gentlemen, I will share a little bit of my experience as I prepare for this pageant. First of all, our researching documentaries about Albays or how to promote Albay. Research about that. Also, being a physically fit for standing here in front of you, just to be a very good role model visually. And also, we did a lot of trainings just to improve our minds, our skills, emotionally and physically ready for this kind of pageant. And that is the most challenging aspect of preparing for this pageant, ladies and gentlemen. So I will just share this. So as we prepare this, as we prepare for this pageant, we give our hearts, we give our souls, we represent our community, we represent our family, we represent ourselves. And as we represent it all, I would include that as the most hard preparation for this pageant. But no matter what hard that preparation will be, I still believe that I can be number one for Cagsawa. I will improve for Cagsawa. And no matter what happened, I will work hard for Cagsawa. I will be the Asog of Cagsawa. And as for those aspects, or as for those challenging aspects, ladies and gentlemen, I think every pageantry, I cried, I trained, I really worked hard for every pageant. And I can see improvement for all of this. And I would like to say thank you, Cagsawa. Thank you for my recent pageantries. I improved as a person, as a student, and as a financial provider for my family. And I think I made my God proud. And I thank you.
At hindi ba dyan, meron ka pa sasagutin.
Alright, repeat question number 20. What inspires you to join the Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024? Again, what inspires you to join the Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024?
So the question is, what inspired me to join the Cagsawa? As she tells me the question, I only remember the smile of my mom. Whenever I represent my municipality, whenever I join pageants, I always see my mom right below the stage, smiling, cheering for me, even though I fail on answering those questions. And that's what inspired me to join in this kind of competition, because I fail on my studies, I fail on a lot of things, but whenever she sees me in the stage, I made her proud, I made her smile, and that was inspired me the most. I'm sorry for being emotional, and I thank you.
Once again, thanks so much, candidate number 18, Edison Regalado from Tigaon, Camarines Sur.
And we're down to our last candidate from Daet, Camarines Norte. Let's give it up to candidate number 18, Mr. Patrick Jen Nino Alfance.
Ay, ito yung guhit-guhit ng Cagsawa, di ba? Di ba related yung pag-guhit-guhit? Ano ang course mo?
I am a student of BS Architecture at Bicol University.
Kaya naman magaling siya mag-pintura. Very makulay, very mahiwaga. Mahiwaga kaya yung kasagutan sa ating mga tanong. Pili ka na.
Repeat question number 8. As a candidate of Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024, how do you intend to use your platform to positively benefit your community? Again, as a candidate of Asog Nin Cagsawa 2024, how do you intend to use your platform to positively benefit your community?
Thank you so much. Joining this pageant, I am carrying my advocacy for historical preservation through promoting the tourism and the cultural heritage of our town. As we are currently celebrating the 300 years of Cagsawa ruins, I believe that we need to exert more of our full efforts in order to preserve the amazing legacies and the wonderful history of Cagsawa as well as the Dragalban. And just like the amazing history of Cagsawa ruins, I am conquering the stage, ready to make history for the first ever edition of Asog Nin Cagsawa. Thank you so much.
And bigger, another question here. Your question is, what unique qualities or talents do you believe you bring to the Asog Nin Cagsawa competition? Again, what unique qualities or talents do you believe you bring to the Asog Nin Cagsawa competition?
Good evening and thank you so much. Aside from the wonderful tourism of Cagsawa, another thing that makes me proud, or the qualities that I have, is being resilient amidst any adversities. As someone who overcomes so much life adversities and uncertainties, I remain undaunted. And this is because of those people who became my source of strength and make me feel my worth and value. I learned to embrace my flaws and imperfections and just realize that by loving myself, people are appreciating me because of the stories I have. Just like the Cagsawa ruins, even though it stands only as a ruins nowadays, the value is still there, and people are still loving it. Not just because of its physical appearance, but because of the story it has. Thank you so much.
Once again,